This local sports report is brought to you by Allstate Insurance, a proud member of the Cambridge community, supporting youth athletics. For a free, no obligation quote for home and auto insurance, contact one of their trusted advisors. Call Allstate at 226 444 4465 to speak with your local Cambridge Allstate representative.
Ben Mascarenhas enjoyed a terrific career with the St. Benedict Saints basketball team in District 8. He was the MVP in 2019, and now Ben is heading to the University of Windsor to join the Lancers in the OUA. Congratulations, Ben. We're all happy for you. What was the deciding factor for you, and why was Windsor the best fit to continue your basketball career?
Well, I went on my visit to Windsor a few weeks ago, and speaking with Coach Chang, I found that he believed in me the most, and he basically showed me like where I'm gonna fit on the team, where he sees me in the future, and then there's other factors that had to do with actually Jake plays for the team who previously I played with for a year, um, and my academic program there also was a good fit for me because I feel like I'll be able to balance mechanical engineering and basketball there the best out of all the schools I've been recruited by.
Talk to me about that relationship with Jake Polsky. He was a superstar at St. Benedict as well, and now he's gone off to Windsor a couple of years ago. But there's a comfort there, right? When you know somebody that's already on the team, did you go to him for input or advice before making your decision? And how much better do you think it's going to be when you get there and you've got somebody that you know, that you're familiar with, and that you've had the opportunity to play with in the past?
Yeah, for sure. I was texting Jake throughout this whole process after the first time Chang spoke with me, and then um, yeah, he in my season I played with him, and the whole preseason I'd go every morning with him to shoot. He basically would just pick me up in the morning. We go around like 7 a.m. shoot before school, and he was kind of like probably one of my biggest role models when I was in grade 11. Look up to him, and then I believe if I go there, I'll have him to kind of guide me through in my first year.
Take me through some of those conversations with head coach Chris Chang. You said he saw you sort of fitting into a role. You're a shooting guard, but how do you view your role and how do you kind of plan to adapt to the next level? I know you've got it in you. You're a shooter. You could hit some big shots. We've seen that over the last number of years playing senior basketball at St. Benedict. But self-assessment from your perspective, who are you as a player and how does that blend together with what Coach Chang wants you to do?
He wants me to be at the guard position. So obviously I'm gonna need to develop better ball handling skills. I didn't handle the ball too much with St. Benedict's because we always had our one point guard. But my first year I see myself probably as a spacer. So kind of like open up the floor for our guards on Windsor and then force guys to like force me off the 3-point line and kind of space the floor out for them.
Let's talk about your experience at St. Benedict. And John Malnorich, the head coach of the basketball team there, the senior basketball team, has moved so many guys onto the next level. The list is long, from Jake Polsky, like you mentioned, Justin Ching, Justin Malnorich, his son, Evan Rodenberg, Zubair Sayed. Those are just a couple of names off the top of my head. But he treats this like an OUA program. And I think that's important to prepare you guys for what lies ahead in your future. Can you speak to the impact that Coach Malnorich had on you and why you're best prepared for this new opportunity at Windsor?
Oh, yeah, I believe I'm best prepared for this opportunity because right in the start of September, we're already starting weight room sessions, strength and conditioning. Like we're already like in full throttle in September and already working out and everything. So kind of can relate to when you go to university because you're already starting in the weight room in September. You're all year round. You're not just like starting in November, for example, like other high school teams in this area. So he kind of has that full opportunity to train all year round.
What is it about his personality that makes it, that drives the engine? What is it about him? You see him on the court; he's a passionate guy, but he's also about development off the court, developing you guys as young men. Correct?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, he's pretty intense when we're in games. You always see him yelling on the sidelines. It's no different in practice. But he pushes us. He sees the potential in us, and he doesn't like he's better than having a coach say nothing than him yelling at you because at least you know he cares and he wants you to get better.
I think it's cool too that you guys had the opportunity to travel a bunch too. I know you play in different tournaments, and that's good for team bonding as well. What was the best part in your mind of St. Benedict basketball, or what are some of the highlights that stand out for you? You know, you guys have been a competitive, excellent team for a lot of years. You played 3 years as senior. Obviously, that championship would stand out, I would imagine, anyways. But you know, from your perspective, when you think back on the years at St. Benedict and Cambridge, what stands out, Ben?
Um, Stand out the most probably is how much we've traveled. Like I think each year I played on the senior team. We went to Edmonton in my first year in grade 11. Then we went to Victoria, BC in grade 12, and then this year we went to Miami, Florida. So we were playing all around Canada and then even in the States. Um, yeah, so just like the traveling with the team and like we have a really good team culture on St. Benedict. So we're not just there just to play basketball, but we're also there to create like lifelong friendships with everybody.
Last one for you, Ben, before we let you go. Just tell us some of the people along the way that had an influence and an impact on you. This is one of the most exciting days of your life. You know, committing to university, you become a student athlete in the OUA, and that's a credit to the hard work that you've put in. That's also a credit to the people around you, obviously, who helped you get here. Can you just tell me a few people that had a huge influence on you and you'd like to thank on this day?
Yeah, for sure. One of the people I'd like to thank is my AAU coach, Ahmed Alosta. He coached me for 2 seasons with the Wolverines and Team Murray. And then I played for Mano Watsa. He had a huge influence on my life. He introduced me to PGC and invited me out to his camp in the summer and then the Watsa camp as well. I was a cabin leader there, so he kind of was a really good mentor to me. And then I'd like to thank, of course, John Malnrich and Meyer for coaching me over the few years that I played at Benny's. Yeah, they've all those people have helped me get to where I am today.
And a shout out to your parents as well. They did a lot of good things
Yeah,
helping you along the way, and I know they're awfully proud of you today.
yeah, for sure.
Thanks for the time, Ben. Congratulations. We wish you nothing but the best at the University of Windsor going forward. Appreciate the time and awesome career at St. Benedict.
All right, thank you.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.